Oh, look at all these computer boys.
Hey,
Here
kid.
on the D-pad.
I'm a computer.
We're playing Kirby Printer Rarer.
I hate printer errors.
Yeah, they're the worst. You always get those printer jams and everything.
Printer
Supposed to
jam.
be- oh, okay, there we go.
All right.
Up it is.
Thank you, Dedede and Meta
Big old pile of blurbs.
Yay, I love blurbs.
Watch, we totally split the episodes needlessly, and we're about to go directly to the
boss fight.
Oh no, we're doing like boss rush.
Oh, it's
so
the
that was
Holo-Doomers.
appropriate. That was an appropriate place to call it.
This will take a little while, I think.
Unless it's just the defense API again, and I don't remember if that's the case. It might be.
Swoosh.
Nice.
Well, that worked pretty good.
Like we're probably gonna have to do. Oh, okay.
Bye.
Are we not doing the entire Holo Defense API?
Maybe we're next
Maybe
deck.
they're one
Doing
at
it
a
in
time.
chunks. Ooh, a little rocking out greens.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to commit to the theme or not. It was a little bit.
No, nowadays what they'll do more often than not, they won't go for just pure greens. They'll like remix it for like one stage. Usually later on at this point, they'll pick a Dreamland track to just like do up. Sounds like it's kind of mixing it with the theme to Planet Robobot.
Still a pretty good track.
Because I think Planet Robot's got that bum 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 dun dun dun. Ice Dragon. I love Ice Dragon. I love that they've now rendered him with a little Argyle sweater print.
It's not just like a weird. No, I guess. Oh yeah, because he's not actually wearing a sweater.
No, he's not.
It's bodily
Also,
patterning.
I adore that the lore for this guy in his pause menu suggests that it's like it's this race used to be plentiful, but now they're extinct. Though there are stories that there's one that still lives on an island somewhere. It's like, yay, Ice Dragon's not dead, or they're just referring back to the Ice Dragon from Kirby's Dream Land 2 as just still being around.
I guess we can assume that Kirby did not fully murder.
Yeah.
Because
I think
the end of a species.
Because I think is it like Pawn and Con or I think it's Pawn and Con or Pocky and Rocky. I think it's Pawn and Con. Are in one of the more recent Kirby games, and they also came from that game. Or was it Ruff and Nelly that come from that one in there? I think Ruff and Nelly are from Dreamland 3.
That's a good question. Well, okay, so
Holo-Kracko.
we are in fact getting a boss rush, but it's
Oh, whoops! I
it's
should have waited for the.
Well, yes and no.
punctuated.
This is just
Okay, good.
This is
It's
all
still
just the second boss so far. Like these are all part of the second boss fight.
I'm wondering if this is just the way they're choosing to do it, though.
It might be, yeah. We might be getting I forget. Oh, you know what? No, because I think I remember that this is like a stage that has all of these, and then a separate stage does an actual boss rush of the remaining bosses.
okay.
Like, we're still going to get them all kind of in a row here, but...
This is the most vaporwave
Boom.
level I've ever seen in
Look at this
Kirby.
background,
Yeah,
right?
some of them get real fucky.
I mean, I kind of
They're
love it.
so abstract.
It's a lot to look at,
Yeah.
but I like it.
I enjoy it. Yeah, right.
I kind of adore the fact that that Kirby as a franchise always has you like peek into the void, but absolutely will never commit to explaining any of it fully. Like they're never going to actually
They're
be
just like, and then Kirby
"Huh."
got his cake back, and he was happy and gave zero shits about all that weird stuff he saw.
Yep.
Like,
Well, they'll do it where it's like, oh, this secret super final boss is actually related to the final boss from this other game, and you're like, well, how does that work? And they're like, no.
Yeah, it just does.
Yeah, and you're like, but Glacia is obviously like a sister of Dracia, and it's like, yeah, probably. Okay, but how did that work? And how come is Paintra another one too? And they're like, I don't know.
Could be.
You're just like, what?
probably odds are good.
Why are you doing this to me?
Just ask Kirby.
How come there's a Miasboros and then there's a Galbaros in this game? Are they related? I don't know. Like, stop it.
Probably.
It's a good way to have like an interesting base of lore and concept without having to like hyper describe like your Warhammer
Exactly.
40K or something.
Well, because they used to do it. It feels like every time they jump consoles, they kind of like restart like that concept. Because for the Game Boy Advance and DS Kirby games, They did it a ton. They reused so many sprites, and as a result, they would reuse a bunch of mini bosses and bosses too.
Yeah, when you're in the pure 2D realm, everything is, you can just reuse anything you want.
DDD used the same set of sprites, or at least the same base sprite for 4 games in a row.
Was I supposed to help you navigate the buses?
Did you get killed by a bus?
Whoops.
Oh no!
I guess I was supposed to time when I clicked those buttons so that I've avoided all those buses.
That murder is not on us. That's on the bus driver.
I mean,
Meta Knight does not adhere to the second law of Asimovian robotics.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried my best. Whatever.
Because was it the first law is that they cannot
harm a human.
Harm a human. The second one is they cannot allow a human to come to harm.
Yes.
Third is protecting
if
yourself.
they can do anything about it. Yeah.
Yes.
Through an action. Yes. Very specifically.
Because I think that's supposed to be in. I know that it's not an adaptation of the same named work, but I do really like iRobot.
It's based on the concept.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it as a basing on the concept of. Because he wrote a collection of short stories that were all based on the 3 laws.
Yeah, that was the...
And it definitely draws
Do Robots Dream of Electric Sheep is the collection, isn't it?
The collection? I believe they called it iRobot in other stories.
Did they? I thought iRobot was the name of a story in... I could have it backwards. I don't know.
Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, a.k.a. Blade Runner.
Oh, I was going to say, that's Blade Runner.
Thing.
Is a self-contained story in and of itself. Yeah. And it deals more with Reploids, the interchange between human and biological and stuff, as opposed to just
replicants.
Don't be mean robots.
I think it's replicants. Reploids is Mega Man.
Oh, yeah.
It's got Mega Man on the brain today.
I was wait, that's not right.
Wow, Mega Man got it from... Oh, hold on.
Mega Man fans put up a huge stink, and kind of rightfully so, when Mega Man... Oh, I'm going to get it wrong. 7 or 8, I think 7. The ending of the game, the English version, whoever did the translations on it, basically, essentially had Wily doing his usual begging on his knees thing. It's okay, fine, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And then Mega Man's tough shit. You pulled this too many times, and now your castle's collapsing, and I'm out of here. And he, that's all very paraphrased, obviously, but he says, die, Wily.
Yeah.
As his last line, it's whoa, Mega Man.
Explicitly leaves him to be killed.
Yeah, which is, one, way out of character for Mega Man. Hugely out of character. Yeah. And 2, a lot of people were so is Mega Man not 3 laws compliant then? Because that's a huge deal breaker on number 2. Arguably him violating number 1 because he made the base fall apart.
He's 3 laws compliant, but he also has machine learning, and he fucking machine learned not to trust fucking Dr. Wily.
Wily's just wait, you can't do that. Mega Man goes, ooh, my fuzzy logic circuits are acting up. I'm out of here, bye.
Oh no, the escape subroutine has been activated. Yeah. I can't do anything about it.
But so I want to say... The idea for the movie iRobot was that because he was ordered to do things that would cause the person who ordered them to die, someone orders him to kill him, I think, and the idea being that, it's not a violation exactly because, 1, he was ordered to do it.
Yeah.
And it was something that was it was...
No, there was the other robot, killed him to try and... I think it was trying to change what was going to happen to the robots kind of thing.
Well, yeah, because there was it was
it was the future of humanity as a species thing.
Yeah,
that was the rationale.
Yes, yeah, it was.
We need to protect humans as a species. They cannot be trusted to protect themselves.
Because the big AI Vicky was essentially becoming sentient in a way that it was doing the big bad singularity thing.
Mm.
Well, yeah, but basically the logic was that I need to protect all humans, so killing a single human is fine because it is for the greater good, basically.
The mythical 0th law.
Ooh, oh no, I fucked it.
Close. You were so close.
I was going for the swipe, but the block gave way.
You dodged the pinch 4 times, and I was bold.
Ooh, the panic music from Revenge of Meta Knight. Love this. This is basically any time the Halberd is in the middle of crashing.
Yeah,
this music plays.
And the unnamed soldiers are
holy fuck!
Well, yeah, fine. We have 3 engines. All 3 engines are out.
Yeah, fuck! Wait, but now we're balanced. Yay!
That means both wings fell off.
Oh, shit!
No! And the only one who isn't completely freaking out, I think, is Bandana Waddle Dee.
Damn it.
Yeah, he starts panicking
Sailor
too.
D, I guess.
Yeah, Sailor Waddle Dee is kind of he's anxiety incarnate. He's never full on panicking, but he's
oh god.
But yeah, with iRobot, that's the whole zeroth law thing. Is like, if killing one person means saving humanity, then it is more important than that one life.
Yep, and
it's never an explicit law.
No, it's like it's an implicit law, because the idea being, if you don't violate the first 3 laws, by that inaction, you therefore cause way more deaths.
That's the thing.
That's the whole basically premise of that.
Yeah, it's like the natural extension of the second law is that if you don't do something to save the world, then
you're
you're violating your code.
It's one of those where you're putting them in there's a whole story based on the concept of they built a robot that had like a first law and no second law, basically.
Oh, interesting.
And the way that goes to shit,
very
basically.
cold. That would wind up with a very, very cold AI.
Well, the whole point was they were doing, they was basically working in some lab where there was like a bunch of radiation or something, and they were having problems where the robots would keep running in to rescue the humans.
You
shit.
have to be on the same level.
I didn't realize I fucked it.
Well, right, because like the robots are like, well...
They were like, well, if the they kept being like, well, if they could save for 30 minutes, it's fine. The robots were, well, what if they forgot? What if they get the time wrong?
Yep.
Humans are very bad at that kind of thing. I have to go save them. And it didn't matter how many times they had like the discussion, the robots just kept doing it, and they were like, okay, this is just costing us a lot of money. We're going to try building a robot that won't do that, basically.
Okay.
That can choose to just sit there and not fucking do anything.
Right, and then I think they end up, the robot ends up like murdering somebody, through just deliberate inaction kind of thing.
Because that's the thing is, if its only real instruction is don't kill people, it's like, well, you didn't tell me to not allow people to get killed, so I don't give a shit.
Basically, it's good. There's like a whole investigation because it gets loose in like a general population, and they're like, well, fuck, why did you? And they're like, and it's hiding among the other robots now. And it's fun. Basically, the robot uses like logical manipulation on the other robots too.
Oh, nice.
They end up having to like separate them all in between like experiments so that the robot can't
can't communicate and like continue to. Because at that point, it's kind of like a logical virus.
It was interesting. Yeah, the other robots though still have their second law, so it can't infect them to that extent.
But it can at least implant some basic notions that could become an issue.
Well, it was just more that they were things like they were trying to figure out which robot had.
We're rich.
We got so many mms.
They were trying to figure out which robot had the thing in place by doing things like swinging a block at a person and then using like a pressure beam to make sure that the person didn't die.
Yeah, basically like tricking robots into having to decide whether or not to help.
Right, but then like the robot would talk to the other robots beforehand and be like, well, it doesn't make any sense to,
as soon as one of them knows
you and the person to die.
It's this
it was
fucking
like a very
Hey, Clanky Woods. Because that's the thing is like if you tell if a robot the bad one tells the others, oh, there's a piston, they won't actually get hurt. Well, boom, there's no longer a conflict with the second law. They just don't bother with it.
Yeah.
Oh, am I stuck on the wrong side of
Oh, that's maybe not great. Yeah.
There we go.
I think you can attack that, or does he attack?
No,
that?
he does the.
Nope, that's you.
Oh yeah, you can just punch him.
No, I think
this is just a runaway section.
Well, you can run away, but I guess you can also, if you do enough damage, he'll just leave.
Oh, okay.
That's at least true for the first time you encounter Clanky Woods. I don't know if it's necessarily true here also. Oh, looks pretty good.
Yeah, maybe he'll just rush to the end or just fuck off.
I think you just get to move on at your own speed.
Oh, and a treasure.
Sticker? No, that's okay though. I love the fact that the third law, like at least on its face, only exists as a convenience.
Yeah,
it's like,
and take care of your own physical body.
Yeah, it's like, please don't destroy yourself. And you're like, all right. I'm like, okay, all right.
It's a very human thing to assume that robots, if provided with no other meaning or motivation in life, will just kill themselves.
Oh,
it's
I don't
a
even
very
think
human nihilistic concept.
It could be that, but honestly,
it's also protecting
I'm more
yourself from like when you.
Well, I get that it's like protect the property, or
I was
you
gonna
protect
say this
your
seems
function.
like the somewhat capitalist sort of like, well, I don't want my robots to destroy themselves. They're fucking expensive.
Right, it's more about well, they should at least also like some self-preservation.
Oh boy,
here we go.
Dun dun dun.
Something's
final
happening.
Boss
Yeah, is this just the
time.
final boss?
I assume.
Is this
Because we never refought the
well,
full defense API or.
I mean, it's getting
Coily
more
Rattler.
aggressively vapor wavy. I have to assume
actually,
it's the final boss.
Yeah, wait a minute. Coily Rattler was also one of the holograms. We didn't even see them.
This looks like Blocky, but from another dimension.
Oh shit!
Oh,
No,
that's just your path to the. I guess to the
Okay.
final boss. Yeah.
That's a
So I guess we
door.
just didn't do a bunch of the bosses there.
Hey man, maybe I just.
I don't mind it. Like,
Oh wow! Yeah.
oh hey, it's the executive
Oh
suit.
shit!
Look at that.
Yeah, it's made of gold. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most expensive thing there is.
We definitely want to be frequently hitting the pause screen here. Susie.
His full name is Max Prophet Haltmann. Ever
Jesus
since losing his
Christ.
only child in an accident long ago, he's
Oh,
dedicated
no.
his life to his company. However, his only wish is to see his daughter once again.
So the explanation here, been corrected since last time, was that Susie is his actual daughter, but she ran away after some kind of accident, and Haltmann has been fucking with this stuff so long that he basically lost his mind.
Okay.
Like whether it's otherworldly void shit, because the Star Dream is basically the Nova, is basically another member of the Nova race from Superstar. So it's just this extra-dimensional space
It's
god.
a space god.
Yeah. It's like, oh, what if I use a space god as the engine for my shit? So it went poorly for him.
As one might expect.
So Susie ran away and then came back and he didn't recognize her at all.
Oh, okay. So
He
it's
knows that he has a
awkward.
daughter, but he doesn't know that it's her.
Okay.
Awkward.
So he may have a new phase now. Like he may have a new description now, I mean. Nope, not yet. I will admit I have seen his last bit of lore, and it is fucked. It's legitimately kind of cursed.
I mean, that's a Kirby. That's
I don't
a
think I'm
classic
doing any
Kirby.
damage
Not
to
doing
him,
much. No, I
yeah.
think you have to wait until now
You're
to be able
chipping
to.
him, but
Oh boy.
I was just waiting till then
Yep,
to do a
yep.
heal because it's a full heal, so there's no
Yeah,
point.
I don't think
wasting them.
I don't think that move was ever going to do like a quarter of your health. So
yeah, he's not chunky.
That's why I'm not super concerned about it.
yeah, he's doing like 5% of your health per.
Meta
per
Knight
hit
has a
here.
fucking face mask for a reason.
Yeah, he's very responsible.
Imagine if Kirby had some armor.
Here we go.
It'd be a whole different story.
Oh yeah, and the heart thing in the back there. I forget if we ever mentioned this the first time around. Is very reminiscent of the Nova Core, or the what did they call it in Superstar? The
I
Nova
like it's got a little
reactor.
Oh,
obvious
yeah, the-
broken heart thing too.
Yes.
The reactor with the weird.
It's super
rotating
fitting.
thing.
It does work on a lot of levels.
Oh, now he's just literally firing money at you.
Yeah, but now it covers a part of the
That's
screen.
great.
Yeah. Also, there's Susie.
Oh, so he started a cryptocurrency, and that's how he got rich.
Oh, that explains how he lost his mind too.
Yeah.
Explains so much.
Invest in Hartman.
Check out my
bucks.
Lambo.
Ooh.
Right.
What?
Now he's doing this thing too. Susie did this earlier.
Yeah, it's the Hollow Cube.
Can you pause again? Nope. Okay. I know there's more phases to this overall battle, but... Oop. You're not doing a great job of avoiding his
That
laser.
did not so much damage.
Oh, boy. All right.
We have a
There we go.
There we go.
Rush song as the
Oh,
background.
Come back here.
Yeah, wow,
bastard.
holy shit. Oh, dude.
Bro.
I would say, yeah, just stay in the corner for a second. This should be fine. He's going to go through the other side there, yeah.
Can you come
Maybe
fight
one
us
more?
now, please?
Get it.
Oh, dude.
Asshole.
Get it.
Here you go. Go, go, go.
Gruntle stab, gruntle stab, gruntle stab, gruntle stab, gruntle stab, gruntle stab, gruntle stab,
He
gruntle
also
stab.
doesn't drop bombs on this area, it seems.
There we
Yes.
go.
Drop
There
him
we
on
are.
himself.
Exactly.
My diamond dick.
I think this is the when we're gonna get a phase
I
change.
think so,
That's
yeah.
gonna be meaningful, baby. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, or he's just gonna explode.
But he was money.
It's just like a
He was a money
He was
pinata.
money all along.
blackened corpse on the
The
ground.
money in your heart. That's what truly matters.
Hurrah.
And I win. There were no other phases. You're a liar. Oh, nope. There it is.
Yeah, I was like,